Hi, I'm Kris.
Hi, I'm Janine, and we are the Blue Fiber Tree, and we are here to tell you a little bit about us and why we're doing a podcast. And in the new year, we want to share a lot of things with you, and Kris is going to explain a little bit more about that.
Hi. Janine and I created the Blue Fiber Tree podcast just mostly so that we can reach out to the fiber world. We would like to encompass all things that are fiber, from knitting and crocheting, weaving, spinning, needle felting, anything that really has to do with fiber. We want to bring to you things that Janine does through her store, things that I do through mine, as well as kind of just let you know what's going on in the world of fiber. Kind of try to bring our community together a little more. Yeah. There's so many different things that Janine does that I don't do, that Susie down the block does, that nobody else does.
Right.
And it's really neat. And our goal is to hopefully bring some things to you that you don't know, learn a little bit about, maybe a little more about things that you already know about. Mm-hmm. And we're always interested in your feedback. I'm going to let Janine introduce herself, tell us a little bit about how she got to where she's at.
So, Janine Hausch, and I own Longtail Knits. It is a local yarn shop here in Northfield Center, and I opened in November of 2015. And the reason why I opened my store was I got tired of working for somebody else who really didn't care about me as a person or the things that I suggested to help them grow in their company. So for over 25 years, I was in the electronics industry and decided I had enough. My husband was getting ready to retire in a few years, and I didn't want to stay where I was at, so I needed time to figure out what I wanted to do. And I belong to a Thursday night knitting group, and we met all over the community here in
Best
different places
in the world.
They are.
Sorry.
And I was always helping them with their patterns, with their stitches, how to fix things. And they're like, you really need your own shop. Well, it kind of stuck in my head. An opportunity arose. It fell through. But it was something that, you know what, I was bit. This is what I wanted to do. So I decided this is what I was going to do. And I had to support my husband. Because, you know, without that background support,
I know.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do this on your own. I'm telling you. You can't do this on your own.
No.
So, and he's been behind me 100%. And if you ask him today, he knows a lot more about yarn than he really should. But that's a good thing.
He knows his colors.
He does. Yeah, so I started looking in the summer of 2015. I started looking for a retail space here in this area because I needed to stay where I could help the people that were already in my group. So it was like, I had to find something here. It took a while, but I finally found a space. And my first space was in Macedonia on Valley View Road, corner of Valley View and 82. And I was there for 5 years. It was great. It was a great first space.
Absolutely.
And it was a great first space that I outgrew in 2 years. So I started looking. But really, you know, it was just I brought in a vendor for yarns, a rep actually, to help me decide which direction I needed to go. She was a big help. She helped me find needles, helped me find notions. I found a lawyer, did all the legal business stuff that you need to do to get going. And I went to, I had everything already ordered and going, and carpet laid, walls painted, ready to move in, and gave notice at work, and I was told I couldn't do it, and I went, well, yeah, I guess I can. And I did. And within 2 weeks, 2 weeks, I got the keys like November 3rd, November 5th, and November 21st, I had a yarn store that was open, and it was doing business. And as they say, the rest is history, because we are on to year 6, and we're in a new, larger, bigger location in Northfield Center, and it's been great. I can't say anymore. And, you know, absolutely, Kris became a part of that. She walked in. She's going to tell you her story. And I partnered with a local alpaca farm at that time. And Kathy teaches spinning, and she was doing weaving, and I do weaving now, and she does needle felting, and I teach some needle felting. I mean, we just go back and forth, and it's great. It has just been fun and a great ride, and it's not over yet, people. We're still going.
Fun's just beginning.
So Kris is going to tell you how she found me.
Absolutely. Before I do, real quick, one of the things I have to say is it's the thing that probably I love about you the most is when you make up your mind to do something, you don't mess around.
No.
And I love it. I love it because you take action.
And the thing is, it can be in your head, and until you say it out loud, it can still be in your head, and you don't have to do it until you say it out loud.
When you say it out loud?
Once you say it out loud, you're committed.
When you say it out loud,
this happens.
This is what happens. This was an out loud in June? July? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. This was like a, hey, maybe we should. And then it got closer and we're like, oh, man, we said out loud. It's next year, so we're here. Here we are. So, again, my name's Kris. I am the owner and local artist, the indie artist for alk&me. We are an Ohio-based indie dye company, and we do fiber and yarns, and we dye them, and we sell art yarn and anything fiber related. We do. That part of my life is semi-new to me. I've actually been a hairdresser for 30 years. Yeah. God help us all. And about, let's see, you opened in November of 15?
Yeah.
So I met Janine in end of April, beginning of May of 2016. Mm-hmm. At that time in my life, the only thing fiber related that I did was I crocheted. I crocheted, you know. That was a good thing.
That was a good thing.
Yeah. Anything else artsy in my world was sewing and things like that because my mom sews and, well, she's magnificent and my daughter's magnificent at it and I kind of suck at it. So anyhow, I was crocheting and I can't remember who it was for at the time, but I was like, oh, I need yarn. I got to get something for a baby or whatever. And I was driving down 82, shameless plug, getting my Dunkin' Donuts coffee, which is my true addiction.
And across the street from where I was.
Yeah, happened to be Dunkin'. So I'm coming out of Dunkin', and I had turned because I was going to run to GFS and grab something, and I come back from GFS, and I look over, and I'm like, Longtail Knits? What the heck is that? There's a knit shop? I didn't know there was a knit shop. I lived here for how many years? There's a knit shop. So I was like, oh, open signs on. So I drove over, I went in the doors, and I'm like, there's so much yarn. There's so much yarn. And I saw this fluffy stuff on the walls. I don't know what fluffy stuff is. And Kathy from Alpaca E&U was there just spinning on her wheel. And I was like, what is that? That's like Rumpelstiltskin. Like Sleeping Beauty, like spinning gold.
Yep.
I was like, I need to know how to do that. I need to know how to do that. And Janine was like, well, Kathy's doing this 2-hour intro, not really a beginner spin class, but this 2-hour intro if you'd like to come and participate. And I'm like, oh, when is it? Oh, I'll move those clients. Sorry, guys, I did. Moved a couple clients, called my friend Laura and went, hey, you're doing something with me, whether you like it or not. Not knowing at the time she's allergic to wool and has no coordination. Sorry, Laura. But anyhow, so like a week and a half later, we showed up at Jannine's. We did this class. Laura and I were banned from ever taking a class together because we're loud, we're obnoxious.
They weren't paying attention.
Well, she's over there yelling stuff, and I'm like uncoordinated, and I'm pushing my wheel. Like, anyhow, it was a great intro. And I asked, how do I get more? And Janine told me about the beginner spin classes that they were doing, which they still do.
We still do. Yes.
Right?
They're
Lots.
2-3 hour sessions. So you get 6 hours of instruction. You get to use our spinning wheels, which Ashford, we're an Ashford dealer, so it's all Ashford. And you don't have to make the investment of buying a wheel, because what if you get the one that doesn't work for you? You got to have the one that works. So yes, so we did have that. We were developing the longer sessions. We just wanted to get people in, get a bite, and get going.
It was the perfect time
Right.
that you did that, because had I probably not had that 2 hour, she was just here spinning, like, and then, hey, here's this 2 hour introductory to see if you really want to take the class. For me, I probably wouldn't have taken it.
Right.
Unless I got to just kind of play at a wheel for a second and go, yeah, this might be cool. But so I came and I did the class. It was 2-3 hour sessions, like 2 weeks apart, and I fell
head over heels in love.
Just head over heels in love. I get teary-eyed over fiber. But so, like, for anybody that truly knows me, you know that in 2011 I opened my salon, and from 2011 up to 2016 they were probably the most stressful 5 years of my entire existence, learning how to manage people and own a business and keep it afloat, and understand different nuances that you just don't know until you're in the middle of it, because you do it and it sounds like a great idea, and then you get in and you're like, oh, I don't know about this. This is a lot of work.
Yeah.
But so at that time in my life, like, I was on my blood pressure meds, anxiety meds. I was a stressed out puppy. And within 6 months, I'd say, of learning how to spin, now sadly I'm still on the blood pressure meds, but I'm off all my anxiety meds. Yeah. There was a zen that spinning brought to me. The feel of that fiber it took everything away. And it still does. Yeah. I mean, years later, if I'm stressed and I sit at a wheel, I'm done. It's over. It's gone. I've forgotten about it. You cannot possibly hold on to anything that's negative in your head while you are touching this fiber and spinning. So for me, it started with spinning, kind of crocheting, but that got left by the wayside really, really fast. Janine did teach me how to knit. I did not knit this. This is beyond me still. But she did teach me how to knit. And I got decent at it, I'll say. I got decent at it. But about a year, well, let me back up. Because about 2 months after I did the spinning, I took a weaving class, which, man, that was almost as good as spinning. Loved it. Fabulous. Bought a 10-inch samplet from Ashford. Yeah, I'm going to shamelessly plug Ashford again, because everything I own is Ashford. And took that class. 30 days after I bought the 10-inch, I went, I'm going to need the bigger one.
28.
Yeah. So, moved into weaving next. And then the next June, I think it was, Kathy did a dye class out at the farm.
Yeah.
And, oh man, like, I thought I loved spinning. Like, and it's probably from my background with color, being a hairstylist, but dyeing yarns just speaks to me. And I'm telling you, I'm at that class and I'm like learning, and we're all there and we're having a great time. And we finished that class on that Sunday, and I get out my phone and I text my husband. I go, so I'm gonna need a washing machine. I'm gonna need a microwave. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need a slop sink. And I just gave him a list of what I'm needing.
And he goes, are you moving out?
It was the best thing in the world. Every single year when that memory pops up on Facebook, I just die laughing, because that was the best text conversation I've ever had with him. But so, so the summer of 2017 is kind of where my interest in dye started. Every class that Kathy did from then until now, until probably this past summer.
Right.
Anytime that she did a dye class, I came and I participated with that. I did, some research of my own on the side, because it wasn't, at that point I didn't go, oh, I want to be an indie dyer. I just wanted to know more. It was just one of those things that I'm like, I need to know how to do this. Like, I have to. And then through the grapevine, through probably through
Facebook, you probably heard
probably
it.
through one of the groups that I belong to on Facebook, Natalie Redding, who is the most fabulous person in the whole wide world. Like, she is hyper dynamic.
It's a mini her.
No, she's the maxi me. No. She's who I want to be when I grow up. Natalie Redding she is an indie dyer. You're going to kill me, raises sheep. Don't ask me what kind. They got lots of long hair. She'll kill me because I don't remember.
She does it all.
She does it all. Like, this woman, she knows how to spin. She's done classes all over the United States. And she's got a really good name in our industry for what she does. Well, she was doing a class in Maryland with Sherry Tenney. And it was a 2-day dye workshop, which was an introduction into the Redding method. And I was like, how much is this? Oh, well, I guess if I'm going to dive, I'm going to dive. So I called my daughter, told her, too bad, so sad, you're going with me. We signed up for it probably in September of 2019. And lo and behold, March 13th, 14th, 15th, around in there somewhere, we had a weekend in Maryland, which, by the way, was right before a whole bunch of crazy stuff happened. And I remember driving to Maryland with my daughter going, are we going to be able to get back in the state of Ohio? But, that's neither here nor there. But so we took this class. And after 2 days with Natalie Redding, there was nothing in the world I wanted to do more than dye fiber.
She does it very well.
Oh my God. I learned how to really make that color just speak to you. And honestly, between Kathy and Natalie, they have been excellent resources for me to learn. I hope that I continue to get better. And listen, I might technically be an indie dyer. We opened our online store in July. I think it was July 1st. We opened our online store, which is not a brick and mortar, just my online. And it's just alk&me.com. And we do have most of my things that I do up there. I do still have to get some stuff up there because, I do still have a full-time job, which I'm trying to get out of, but I'm working on it. Buy some more yarn for me. I'll quit doing hair. I can do this full-time. Everybody will be happy.
Your clients aren't going to be happy.
Oh, sorry guys, but hey, I'll find you a backup. I know people.
She'll hook you up.
Yeah, I'll hook you up. But, so, all right, I lost my train of thought.
Website.
Oh yeah, that was my website. Come to my website. Definitely, actually, go to my website, and you are going to see a section has a little goat on it. That would be my Lucy. And it says sign up for our email list. I send out one email a month that actually starts this month. So January 15th, I'll have a mailer that goes out that lets you know about everything that's going on with alk&me for the next month, and maybe a sneak preview into the next few months. But I think really, we've covered me, we've covered you almost.
So when you go to my website, longtailknits.com, under the contact tab, you can also send me an email if you want to get on my email list. And I do the same thing. At least once a month at the beginning, I will send out the calendar for that month so you know what workshops we have available for the month.
Absolutely.
And if you have any questions at all, you can send it through that same contact spot there on the website. And on the home page is at least 2 months worth of workshops. You cannot sign up for any of those workshops online. Sorry guys, you have to call me or stop into the store in order to get on the list. Just so you know, you cannot do it on the website. You've got to call me. And all that information is up there. Under the events tabs, it gives you full details for anything that is coming up. I almost have all of January up there. I think I have one more thing that I have to put up there for January. But we're good to go. And,
And with the
Yes.
classes that you do.
Yeah.
They're the spinning, the weaving.
Spinning, weaving, needle felting, tapestry weaving, rigid heddle weaving. I will even do a one-on-one because I'm the one who teaches it. Takes about 5 hours a time, so it's whenever you and I can get together. But I also teach knitting and crocheting too. So if you want to learn the basics, have problems with the pattern, I can help you with that. You want to learn how to crochet, I will teach kids if the kids want to learn. They have to want to learn.
Want to learn.
It's key. So
Inkaloom.
Inkaloom. Yes.
Barb that comes
Barb
and
does.
teaches Inkaloom.
Yeah. Barb teaches Inkaloom.
That's fun.
But I will tell you, just because the instructors are not here and you have a problem, I know how to do all of it. I'm the mechanical person behind the wheels if you have an issue.
Absolutely.
9 times out of 10, I can help you get that wheel working again. It's usually something really easy to fix. If not, we will figure it out. That's all I can tell you. But if you have a problem with your weaving or you don't know which project to do next, you got a problem with your needle felting, anything like that, anything we teach here in the store, I know how to do, and I can answer most of your questions. Okay?
You can, trust me.
It's my superpower.
It is
It's
her
just what I
superpower.
do.
I don't know what mine is except being a pain in her butt, but
She's a good friend.
oh, that's my superpower. I'm a good friend. I'll take it.
All right.
I'll take
So, guys, this is podcast number 1.
Yes. One.
Yeah. First
Wait.
one.
We did
All
it.
right. So, 2022 is off to a great start.
Absolutely.
It is the new year. Look forward this one about the second Sunday of January to be put up. And
don't forget, please follow our YouTube page, our YouTube channel, which is the Blue Fiber Tree. Follow us on Instagram, the Blue Fiber Tree. We're on Facebook, the Blue Fiber Tree.
Yep.
Oh my God, I'm not going to get sick of saying that
and you
ever.
can follow Kris on her page, alk&me, on Facebook and her alk&me.com website. And I'm Longtail Knits on Facebook and on the website. So just find us. You can't miss us. We're out there.
Yeah, we're pretty out there.
And check the links below. We'll have all of it down below if you can't find us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to your feedback and have a beautiful, beautiful new year, guys.
Bye.
Bye.